Well, hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com. Today we're going to do something that's going to be, well, we're going to open these trading cards, so that part's going to be normal. But the rest of this box is a little bit different, and what we're doing here is we're kind of going to be looking at a searched box, and I put that up in the title. And I'll explain more what that means. Anyone who watched the mail video from Friday night remembers, because I opened this in that pack. I opened the package this arrived in that video, and it was really obvious that, I don't want to blame the vendor because it might not have been them. It could have been anyone in the warehouse or anyone in the supply chain who did it. But somebody unwrapped this box, weighed out all the packs, put all the packs in the wrong way, and it was like really, really clearly obvious that someone had been searching through this box. And I'll explain what they were searching for and what we're going to do today about it in a minute. But first, let's look at our favorite cards because they are amazing. So these, believe it or not, both come from GameSoul. And so what I was doing is I was opening some GameSoul cards just to compare them with this other multi-IP set that came out. And like every single pack was dropping these massive hits. I pulled like a Street Fighter PTR, I pulled a Monster Hunter ZR, and then I pulled this Legend of Zelda, with Zelda CP, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then next pack, I pulled the Link CP. It's like the matching one, right? Like, this is incredible to have both of these. So obviously, yeah, these are my favorite cards right now, and they're going right there. And so, okay, back to this. So this is Kayou Hero Battle. These are officially licensed Marvel TCG cards. So we collect them as trading cards. I've got a couple here. So like here's a Groot, right? And you can see the imagery and everything is awesome. And so in the West, we just collect these as trading cards. Some of them are even full art. But it is a TCG. It has a hidden information back. And even though there have been, what, 5 full releases so far, like 5 entire series of cards that have come out, they've always used the same back. So it's been the same card back in all of them. What we're looking at here is something, kind of interesting, kind of special. So this is the legendary box from the first set that was ever released. So when Hero Battle first came out, 3 or 4 years ago, this was the most expensive box you could get. It's only a $20 box, so it's not that expensive. But in the world of Asian trading cards, that's top end, right? This is a 5 yuan box, and it's beautiful. Obviously, like just a gorgeous box. Although you would typically get this box from the factory wrapped in Kayou security film, which isn't that secure anyway. Anyone can copy that, but that would normally be on the box. When I received this, it was just like this, totally open. There was no seal, no wrapping, and like obviously the security stickers were removed from this to open it already. But further from that, even all of these packs, which normally, like when you get a box of Kayou cards from the factory, it's going to be like this typically. The packs will be facing the front, right? That makes sense. Even if they move in shipping, they might move like this or like this, but they can't flip over, right? When these arrived for me, they were like this in the box, like that. Which you saw, that can't happen by accident, right? So somebody took all these out, just put them back in like that. They didn't even try to hide it, right? So there should be 20 packs in this box. Typically, when people search boxes like this, the way they do it is by weighing the packs. And I mean that in a literal sense. Here, we'll do it. Archivist will demonstrate. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause. Yeah, okay, I'm back. I just got my kitchen scale, so we use this for cooking and stuff. It's not the most sensitive scale, so it's probably not going to be the best for this demonstration, but I'm gonna try anyway. At least I can show you how the process works, right? So basically, you're going to take a pack, you're going to put it here. Weighs 13 grams. Okay, 13 grams. Next pack, put it here. 13 grams. Good. 13 grams, right? They should all weigh that much. And you shouldn't be able to tell from the weight of the pack which one has the hit in it, right? But actually you can. And the reason you can is because the hit cards have a lot more foil treatment on them, enough that it shows up as a 1/10 of a gram. And so if we find one here that is like 13.2 or something, it will be the one that would have the hit card in it. So like I said, these have all been weighed out already. So they all are just the default 13 gram. And what likely happened is they took the one that weighed more, and then they put one from a different box in here, so that I end up with just 20 packs of no hits, right? Basically 20 default packs. 13 and 13. So yeah, they definitely weighed these out because there's no MR in here. So typically a 5 UM box of Hero Battle will include one MR as sort of its hit card, right? And it's kind of one of those soft guarantees. It's good enough guarantee that, like, I've never opened one and not gotten an MR. I've never heard of anyone not getting one. I mean, I'm sure it happens once in a while, but they're pretty strict about it. And that's kind of the reason you buy the box, because that MR is often worth more than the cost of the entire box by a lot. And that's the reason they get searched out, right? So, you know, I paid for this box. The cards that I get out of it are likely going to be worth about the amount of the box, but without the MR, I can't make a profit on this. But the vendor who pulled that MR would list it on eBay and make a profit. And these early boxes, especially the early legendary boxes, this purple one and there's a red one that I have, are the most commonly searched boxes because they have the most expensive cards. So this Avengers one here has some of the top cards price-wise that exist. And there'll be first edition cards in here too, so they'll be worth even more. Okay, so sorry, enough of that. So we've learned all about weighing and searching. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to open all these. We're going to open every single one. Let me just make sure there are 20 and they didn't just take one and not even put one back. That would be just kind of mean at that point. Like, that's mean, I think, to do that. Like, at least give me a fake pack, you know? No, just, yeah, okay, so there are 20 packs here. All right, so we'll get to it. And, you know, maybe I'm wrong. And also, weighing isn't perfect, right? Not all of the MRs weigh more. And so it's not perfect. So even though they searched this box, they might have missed the really good cards. It's totally possible. And so we could still pull one. Now, this curve that you're seeing, this like really strong curve to these cards, I could feel it from the packs themselves. This is just an unfortunate side effect of having stored the cards in a warehouse for such a long time. So this is, again, the legendary set from series 1. So this box is like 4 or 5 years old, and it's just been sitting on a shelf, you know, accumulating moisture, all that kind of stuff. And so you end up with these very curved cards. Now, we're going to see some really different Hero Battle cards than you typically will find. Remember, I was showing you some before. I have a bunch of them here. But typically, they use this comic book art. And this is, if you look at the code down here, this is MW02. So that's from the second series. From the second series on, they didn't use movie art anymore. They used comic book art for the most part. But in series 1, they used movie art. And in fact, it's even better. There are these full art headshot cards like this. There's a whole series of these, one for every major actor. And these are TCG cards. So you can have, I always make this joke, it's kind of a dad joke, but you can have a head-to-head battle in the TCG because you could have, you know, Tony Stark's head over here and Doctor Strange or someone over here, right? We're going to get a couple of them, I guess. So here is a rare. I'm sorry, I have to sleeve all of these just because they are kind of old, and this particular set has quite a bit of value still. So we are going to be sleeving all of these, I think. And you can see they're very, very nice. Oh God, it's hard to get a, but really cool looking cards, right? Like using the movie art like that honestly worked well for this set. Better than most times people attempt to use movie art. What just happened? See, I make these videos, I try to educate. I want people to learn about the sets and learn about the problems. And then everything I just talked about gets thrown out the window because we just pulled an MR. That's not entirely true, right? Like, I said that it's possible they didn't weigh it out and they couldn't, right? It's totally possible. And in this case, here we go. We've got the Thor. And that is a really badass, whoops, sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Too late now. But really cool looking Thor card here. With this, you see the lightning light up down there? That's amazing. And yeah, all the armor is going to have custom refraction work. These MRs are beautiful, beautiful cards. And like I said, often worth quite a lot. Although I have to go and comp them because I never know. I don't know the prices by heart, right? And they change. So, but let me go. I'll go check this one since we pulled it anyway. I'm sorry, we're going to have a lot of focus problems because these faces, the iPhone wants to focus on those faces. So I kind of got to cover them up to get it to focus on anything else. Man, that is a beautiful card. This is what we wanted. So at this point, I don't even need to open those. Those are dead packs. This is the gold. Let me pause and I'll figure out how much gold it is. I'll be right back. All right, so there is a range on it. It ranges from there is a low one listed for only $9, but that one seems like a freak. Most of them are in the $15 to $20 range. There's a surprising number of them for sale right now. But yeah, that could be as much as a $20 card right there, which pays for the box, just like I said. So that's what you want. Very awesome looking card. And we are going to keep opening anyway, because, it is still random, right? So we could get 2 MRs in a box. We could get a CR in this box. CR is the rarity above MR that I'm saying that I don't actually know if CR exists in the first series, but I think it did. But we could pull that. We could pull any number of interesting things yet. So yeah, we're not going to stop. That's for sure. We got another head. I'm actually happy that I'm getting these head cards, even though I know it's a little bit weird. But I have a binder full of them, and I would love to finish that mini set. They're only rares, so that all of them are rares, so it's pretty easy to finish them all. But I would just love to do it. There's another Quantum Suit Hulk. Ooh, look at that Ant-Man. That is nice. Yeah. Very cool. And then the cards got upside down here. That's kind of interesting. I'm not exactly sure what to think about that. But here's our first dupe of the day. There will be many more, I'm sure. Oh my. I know someone who's going to want that card. I know someone's probably going to want this card. But yeah, this is getting insane now. Okay. So this is a UR. Normally, like a UR, it wouldn't be that big of a pull. Like any other, even other Kayou sets, the URs aren't that big of a deal. But in Hero Battle, the URs are seriously rare cards. We will probably pull 2 or 3 in this whole box. I have in my entire collection, I have 5. Right now I have 6. So that's kind of how rare they are to get. So getting a Black Widow is awesome, and I know someone on Instagram who collects Black Widow cards. He Big Dom, he has a full collection of them. I think he has every possible Black Widow card. I remember when he showed it to me, I thought, haha, I will show you cards you don't have because I have all the Asian cards, right? And I showed him and he's like, no, I have all those already. And I was like, what? He already had he had a bunch of Marvel Hero Battle cards. He even had some of the bootleg ones. I was really impressed. I still had some he didn't have yet. But I'll send him that one and see if he has it or not. And if not, I'll send it to him because I mean, the guy has probably the world's best Black Widow collection, like that exists, so we should definitely be trying to help him out. Here's another another head card. I kind of thought the head cards would only be like the main players, but it seems like it's almost everybody now that I'm looking at it. There's a Captain America. Good looking Captain America there. Well, these are rares. Let me bring the rares down. SRs will keep up here. Yeah. Sorry, I want to make sure we're showing off the really good cards. Ooh, there's a Miss Marvel. It looks like we got another UR. Maybe like I guess I don't open a lot of the original series. Maybe in the original series URs were not as rare, but I know like in series 5 these are crazy hard to find. But here we've got 2 of them in a row. And both are widows, so it's kind of weird, like a little bit strange, kind of. I'm not complaining at all. In fact, now that I've got 2 of these, I'm gonna go ahead and comp. I'm gonna go comp this card. I'll figure out how much it's worth. If I had to guess, it's probably $5, but I just want to go check. I'll be right back. And I'm wrong. It's another $20 card. That's probably specifically because it's Scarlett Johansson here, right? This is the actual, this movie art image. So that's probably why that happened. So you're looking at $60 worth of cards right here. That's their sale value, right? So if I was going to sell this to another person who's going to list them on eBay for me or something like that, if they're $30, right, or half at least, probably less, maybe 20, but that's still amazing, right? And then that person will make 60 from them. So the profit is there. It's just I'm too lazy to go get it. If anybody wants to resell those for me, let me know. I'll give them to you. Yeah, that's impressive. If we keep pulling URs like that, this is going to be like a $200 box. Remember, I paid $20 for this box. Like, that is legit true. Even though it's a legendary, I did not pay very much for it. The reason is because I got it on choice, and I used coins and everything to make it really cheap. So, yeah, we did not pay very much for this. There's the third Hulk, 3 Hulks. So here is a dupe, head dupe. Put that there. And here is a, oh, let me get some more sleeves out. 1 second here. We're going to need a lot of these today because we're going through, we're opening a lot of Hero Battle. Every single one of these packs has 6 cards in it, so that's why we're going to end up with quite a lot. Here is a Doctor Strange. Love it. One of my personal favorite characters. And on the SR. And we've got an SGR. Whew. Oof. This is hot. This is a hot. I mean, I'm not joking. This is getting like, there's a lot of packs left, and we've already tripled our money on this box, at least. So here we have a Corvus Grave SGR. So the way the SSRs work is this image would be on the SSR. See that says SGR here? There's an SSR with the same image, but a different background, right? It has like, a background like that. The SGR is an alternate art version of the SSR, and it has this kind of crazy refractive back like that. And so I want to show you some other features of this card since we're looking at it anyway, but this first edition mark here is actually really important. If you're collecting these cards, you need to understand that they get reprinted just like any other TCG, right? And you can have the you can get the original or you can get the reprint. And so this Ghost Spider-Gwen here does not have the first edition mark on it. This is super important, especially when you're buying the expensive cards like the MRs and the URs. That card, I don't know about this one in particular, but some of them will be reprinted in the J-Box series. and those are worth like less money. They're still worth a lot, but it's like less. And so don't get ripped off. Don't buy a non-first edition for the first edition price. It's not a good call. But yeah, here's another just bonkers card. We're sitting here on SGR, Corvus Grave. Yeah, the only way this can get better is if I get like a CR of Thanos or something. Hang on, I'm gonna pause for 1 second. This is getting a lot for me. I need to take a breather. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Yeah, this is a lot. This is by far the best box of Hero Battle I think I've ever opened. Maybe I should claim every box I get is searched. I feel so bad because I spent like 5 minutes at the start of this video explaining how this was very likely a search box and was going to be crap and all that. And then we're just pulling fire out of this. Like just straight fire is coming out of this thing. It's insane. It's another Captain Marvel. Sorry. I love that that they do that. So, and what I mean there is, sorry, those are very hard to see. But you see here how Hulk has 3 different versions of his rare? They're all slightly different within the TCG rules too. And so when you're building a deck for this game, you know, you might want to use all the Hulks, or you might want specific types of Hulks, depending on what you're doing. It's the same for all the characters. So there'll be, you know, multiple versions of this. Here's another Black Panther, and we'll be able to see all those. And if you're curious about how to play the game, I have done a video translation where I translated all the rules so that you could learn. And then I've also done an article on this website, Trading Card Archive. That's a real website. You can go there if you want. It's not just a logo. And on that website, I have what is going on? Are these fake? Are these just all fakes? How is every single pack have like a $20 card in it? This is beyond insanity at this point. So I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. Okay, here's an Iron Man UR. And I believe this is like the top Iron Man UR in the set. I'm pretty sure, or one of the best Iron Man cards that can be gotten. Not just, I don't mean, sorry, I don't mean, there's like MRs and CRs of Iron Man, but this is the most powerful card of him. Sorry again. And what a cool like effect on that card. You can see all the little armor panels shining there. That is really cool looking. Now, obviously, I gotta go comp this too. I'll be right back. Sorry. All right, so this is an even better card. So again, I'm not just like comping against one listing or something. If you don't believe me, you know, the code for this card is MW01-002. Just go type that into eBay or whatnot or whatever you want to look at. There's tons of them for sale, so you can double check my comping if you want. But this one has a range of about $16 on the low end, all the way up to $35 on the top end. Yeah, so again, we're looking at, well, let's just do that value again. It was, did I comp Corpus? I can't remember. But anyway, for these, it's, you know, 60, and let's take the top end, 35. This is like $95 worth of cards. I'm going to pause here. I'll go comp Corvus too. This is probably not worth as much just because it's a bad guy, but I can go check. I'll pause. I'll be right back. Yeah, so it's about a $4 or $5 card. That's the SGRs are usually in that range. They're typically about $4 or $5, unless they're a major hero. Then they can be a little bit more, but still, that's unlikely to ever get above like $10. But still, with that, this is $100 worth of cards. What? $20 box. I'm just as surprised as you are. If you can't hear that in my voice, I'm legit, like, really honestly surprised that this happened. There's a dupe for us. This is also, we're going to start pulling a lot of dupes. Each series is not that big in the rares, and so we will end up pulling a lot of dupes. It's already happening, but like by the end of these piles, it's going to be like all dupes and nothing else. Here's a Groot SR, and that's a teenage Groot. And there's a very nice, there's the SSR. I feel like I need to go take another break. This is a lot. This is a lot. There hasn't been a single pack that hasn't dropped like a massive hit yet, right? That does not happen. I've opened entire J boxes. J box is the 10 yuan version, so it's like twice as expensive as this, and it's supposed to be twice as good. I've gotten like one good hit out of those, or two. This box here is just dropping stuff left and right. But anyway, now we can look at this. So like I said, the SSR version and the SGR version will look the same. And they're, in fact, these are exactly the same card, rules and number and everything. It's just an alternate art. So this is an alternate art version of this. And you can kind of see here, there's silver lettering here and gold lettering here, in case you can't tell from the backgrounds. But yeah, there's Corvus Grave on the SSR and the SGR. That's pretty cool. It'd be nice to get the entire black, all of Thanos' children would be great. But I really just want a Thanos card. I want like a Thanos head. I think that would be cool. Although I've never seen a bad guy's head now that I think about it. Maybe they don't do that. Oh, is this a fourth Hulk? Oh no, it's that. I'm sorry. It's that Hulk. Okay. So yeah, usually there's only 3. There's not typically 4 of them. Here's a Nebula. And God. Okay, it's just an SSR. Just an SSR. SSRs are like $2 or $3 cards typically, so they're not the same level of heat as this. Still good pulls. Here's Valkyrie. Yeah, this set is going all over the place. But yeah, here we are with Wasp. So that's Wasp. Looks like from Quantum Mania because of all the weird background stuff. But yeah, that's the Wasp, and on an SSR. Looking nice. Good looking card here. I don't know what to do with these. Okay, I'm gonna kind of like, this is what's gonna happen just because it kind of has to, is we're gonna compress our SRs a bit over here, make some more room this way, and then we're gonna put SSRs down here. For now, okay. Oh, it got a little glary right there. I just am beyond shocked right now. I still can't believe I started this video out complaining so much about this box. I should, honestly, after this, I should send the vendor like a thank you note. This is incredible. Like if they did search the box, I feel like they did the opposite job and they like put all the good cards in and took all the bad packs out. This is epic. There's a Rocket. Amazing. Love that guy, and to get his face like that is so cool. Here's another Black Panther rare. Ooh, Hawkman. Hawk. Somebody's gonna call me on that. I always call Hawkman Hawkeye, and I always call Hawkeye Hawkman. I get them wrong. I don't think I ever get those right. What I can do here is maybe if I take like a little cloth and put it underneath there, it'll kind of like lift them so they won't get so much glare, maybe. Sort of. Kind of worked. Here's a Wasp SR. Rocket on the SR. And are we pulling more? We are. It's another SSR. Okay. Well, that's another one of Thanos' children, isn't it? I can never remember his name. Glaive, maybe, or something? I don't remember. Sorry. There's our SSRs. And an SSR is kind of your typical hit. Like you would expect in one of these packs to get an SSR. It would be weird to open these and like not get an SSR. But then when you're pulling that, it's just kind of feels strange. That's a very nice image. Really cool looking card here. Another very cool looking card. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Marvel fan and you enjoy trading cards, you really should not avoid these. These are for like for the cost of one Marvel annual hobby box or something, right? You could buy like 10 of these. I'm not joking, like 10 of these boxes for the cost of one of those. So that kind of gives you an idea of sort of the arbitrage we're dealing with here. Here's an SR again. So nice. Typically, like I almost always hate movie art, but somehow Kayou has done a good job. Like Kayou has made movie art decent here. They've made it at least passable. Like I don't mind it. There's Doctor Strange on the SSR. Really nice. This is all just one box. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it through the whole box. We're at 30 minutes. We should start speeding up because we should be pulling dupes now, or at least more dupes. This is craziness, all the time. There's a Thor head, not a forehead, a Thor head. I'm so sorry. Here's another Nebula. See, it's cool how you can get like different images at the rare level. Here's a Black Widow on the rare. This Big Dom already has. I gave him that one. War Machine, maybe? I don't remember who that is. And this is... oh gosh. I also forget who that is. I think it's one of... like a... oh, that's one of those guys that was like on that floating space island that Thanos has a throne on. I don't really know who those guys were. That was a strange part of the movie. I mean, they're the Chitauri, I think, but I don't understand who they are, like, within the context of... okay, so these are dupes, technically. I guess I'll keep it. Nice, got dupes, SSR dupes. I have a bad glare spot right here I can't use. I was gonna do like another video after this. This is a lot. Like I think after this I need to stop because this is too much. This is almost like too much. I have never pulled that much value from a single box before. And I don't think it's ever gonna happen again. So yeah, we're getting into dupe territory now. You can feel it too, I'm sure. It's gonna be like almost all dupes. That I think we had already. That I know we had already. And then we have the SGR of Wasp. So we had the SSR here, and then this is the SGR version. Got kind of a cool honeycomb pattern to it. Very neat. I just so remember, those are both probably, I'm not gonna bother comping it. It's probably about $5 at the most, right? It's just the SGRs just aren't usually worth as much. Sorry, I gotta drink some water. Gotta stay hydrated. And an Iron Man helmet. I definitely already have one of those. I'll put it there anyway, because I think it's our first today. And there's a Thor rare. Iron Man rare. Nice. I kind of think we had that, but I'm not going to try and go through them all now and find them. We definitely had this SR, right? Yeah. Like, we definitely had that. I'm honestly not sure if we had this Ronin or not. I don't. Maybe we did not have this Ronin. And then here's an SGR Ronin. Another SGR. Another $5 card, right? So every SGR we pull is $5, and so you almost have the value of the box just in SGRs. So I have a Series 4 5U1 box over there that still has its security tape on it. I don't think it was searched. I'll do a video, not this, probably next weekend, where I rip that one, and we will see if that has anywhere near the value of this. I bet it won't. Like, this is so weird. For Kayou, for Hero Battle, for Asian cards, like the whole, everything about this is weird. That's not me complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm happy. It's just weird. I kind of weirded out because it's like, I don't know, like, are they fake? Like, how is there this much in there? I just don't, it doesn't seem legitish. Although with the dupes, I guess it might be. Who's that guy? I honestly, maybe I haven't watched the Avengers in a long time, but I really don't remember that guy being in there. Here's Wasp on the SR. And that's interesting because there are two different Wasp SRs. And then here is a Black Panther SSR. Pretty neat card there. Love the pattern here in the background. It's super cool. Remember, all those SSRs are $2 or $3 cards too. And you know, like, worth selling. People will buy them. Below that, it's hard. Like, it's hard to sell the SRs. You can sell them as groups, but it's hard to sell them individually. I'm gonna run out of sleeves. I mean, I have more. I'm gonna run out of the ones I have here. I kind of think we had that, but I just look really quick. No, we didn't. We had a different one. Okay. Actually, it's this, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. We did have that. Oh, it's not crazy. We definitely have this ScarJo already. We got this Iron Man already. So, as good as the box was, it still feels like a legit box because sorry. I'm trying to make less of a mess over there. It feels legit because of all the dupes. Oh wow, it's Hulk with the Infinity Gauntlet on. That's incredible. That's a really cool card to have. And is that just casually the SGR for? No, that's just a dupe of the FSR. Okay. Here's another SR of not Hawkman, but Hawkeye. So yeah, that's a dupe. Yeah, a dupe. So that's a duplicate SSR. So that's two duplicate SSRs in here. Still nice. Not complaining at all. Sorry, this video is gonna be long. It wasn't supposed to be. Like, this was supposed to be a very quick video where I just show you, oh, they searched all the packs, there's nothing in it, it's crap. It just turned out that it's like one of the best boxes I've ever opened. So, there you go. That can happen too, apparently. So, Captain America. Mantis on the SR. This must be a Guardians pack. Got Drax on the SR. And then SSR of Captain Marvel. That's not the most exciting image, but it's good to get anyway, I guess. Yeah, I can't believe we're still going here. So I guess if you're interested in Hero Battle, buy yourself a Infinity Gauntlet box. It's awesome. It's really good. Like way better than it probably should be. Oh, that's Paul Rudd. That's Ant-Man. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely running out of sleep, so I'm gonna have to pause again and go get more. I'm sorry. Here's an SR of Rocket, but that's a dupe. And I think that's a dupe, but I can't remember. So I can't remember on this Rocket either. I'm gonna put it there. I'll sort through those later. I need to pause again because I have to go get more sleeves. So I'll be right back. All right, and I am back. I got my sleeves. So let's keep going. What do we have? 4 packs left, man. And then, like, one of these could still have another MR. It could have a CR in it. There could be more in this box yet, which is kind of crazy to think about. That's going to be a dupe. That's going to be a dupe. Is that a dupe? Oh, I can't remember. It's probably right here. Nope. Okay. That is, though. We definitely pulled the... Gosh, what was her name? The like Grand Sorceress or something. Oh, I wish I could remember. I really just haven't seen these movies in a long time. We don't own them, and they're kind of hard. They get kind of hard to watch after a while because they're very long. Here's a War Machine, but it's a dupe, so put it there. And here's an SR. One of the bad guys again? I think we had this SR. Pretty sure we did. Oh, maybe not. I'll put it there just in case. I think we did have that, but I'll sort through and dedupe all these after. You don't have to watch me do that. Go. Oh man, what a box. Okay, we've got a War Machine again. Here's Rocket. Oh, that is a dupe. We already had Rocket's head. This Black Panther, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I had it. Anyway, I'll put it there because I'm just not quite sure. Definitely have this, right? Because we were questioning what that dude was. And we've got this. So this is more typical, right? When you open up Hero Battle, you will end up doing this after a while. You'll end up just, going through dupes and dupe. That's the typical experience. What happened up there, not typical. Very, very weird. Okay, nope. This is gonna be like a dupe, all dupes pack. Oh, I'm wrong. This one not. Yeah, because we did not have her yet. But now imagine that, like, you're a kid or kid at heart like me, and you wanna play a TCG with your friends. Wouldn't this be an amazing set of cards to play a game of cards with? Like, the art on these is off the walls. They just look so good. They present it all really well. And actually, the rules and stuff are quite complicated in this game, and it's got some pretty interesting mechanics, too. There's a Thanos. Thanos is my favorite bad guy, I guess. So, yeah, I definitely like that. Last pack. Will we pull more heat, or are we done? I think we're probably done. I think in the end we end up with maybe like $100 worth of cards, let's say. And that's conservative, right? Because I'm basically not pricing any of those, and I'm not pricing those. I'm pricing those down. So, yeah. That's if you sell it yourself. If I sell this to someone else, this box is still worth a lot. It's probably a $50 box. Like if I sell this to like a reseller. That's a cool looking card, although I have no idea at all who that is. Wow, that one's neat. That's Nebula, of course, so pretty cool. We got another Bucky. Which I'm sure we had, but I'm not sure right now. And then we've got the SR here. And a Captain. But this is definitely a dupe. Okay. Wow. Okay, we're done. That was epic. Unbelievable. Strange. Something I haven't seen in a very long time. You know, just with Kayou, you don't expect this much value. It just doesn't happen very often. But we really kind of just knock things out of the park here with, you know, 3 URs, an MR, what, like 3 SGRs. That is amazing. Everything else, gravy. But there you go. That's a box of Legendary. They call this Legendary the 5-1. I don't know why they call it that, but that's what we call it. Yeah. I don't think you could get a better. I don't think it's possible. If you've opened a box of this and gotten better than this, let me know because I'm curious what that looks like. I mean, I assume it looks like a CR. Like one CR is like a $500 card. So those are very, very expensive cards. But I'm very happy with this. And also, I'm sorry, it was not searched. Or if they searched, they are really, really, really bad at searching packs if they did. Yeah, okay. I'm stopping for the night. This is it. I burned all my luck. I probably shouldn't film tomorrow either. This has been a lot. But okay. For now, though, I'm going to sign off. Have a great rest of your night, and bye-bye.